Now to the latest on the Maryland mom accused of killing her 2- and 3-year-old more than a decade ago. We just learned a judge is expected to decide tomorrow whether Catherine Hoggle is competent to stand trial.
She was previously found incompetent years ago because of her mental state. Our Rebecca Turco joins us live from the courthouse in Montgomery County with the breakdown. Rebecca, both sides wrapped up their arguments today.
Yes, it was another hours-long day of testimonies, really. The state is arguing that Catherine Hoggle is using competency as a defense here, that it's all part of her strategy. And in their closing arguments, prosecutors said she called herself a chameleon in text messages sent from an iPad at the jail back when she was being held there, referencing differences in conversations she's had with her ex's wife and with her own mother. Now, prosecutors argue that's a really intuitive statement to make, and that Hoggle is not the same person she was back in 2022 when her charges were dismissed, that her mental status has improved since then. The defense argued, though, that that's not the case and that this is primarily a medical issue, that we don't try people who can't adequately defend themselves. Over the past 2 days, the attorneys questioned 2 psychiatrists. One of them, hired by the state's attorney, testified Hoggle is competent to stand trial. The other, who works at the secure psychiatric hospital where Hoggle is being held, testified the 39-year-old is not competent. Here's what Hoggle's attorney had to say about it.
The doctor, who is part of the state complex in the sense that she is the one that does the evaluation pursuant to statute, said that she's not competent. Now the state hired somebody else.
Over the last 2 days, the judge also heard testimony about Hoggle's schizophrenia. Today, he said he wants to go over all that evidence that the prosecution presented, from text messages to jailhouse phone calls, though he did exclude Hoggle's 6-plus-hour interview with police after she was arrested, even after prosecutors had played snippets of that in court Monday. After the hearing, we heard from Hoggle's mother and her children's father.
I'm more hopeful today than I have been throughout this process. The former director of Clifton T. Perkins Hospital Center says the woman accused of murdering my babies is competent to stand trial. So we're very hopeful the court will listen to her expert opinion and we can finally get justice for my kids.
11 years is too long for us to stay in this mode. I think Troy and Stephanie and everybody involved, your life is never the same. And so we're ready for some answers.
So the judge really has 3 factors to consider here: whether Hoggle is competent, whether she's a danger to herself or others, and whether she has the ability to be restored. He is expected to render his ruling tomorrow afternoon, and we'll be here bringing you the very latest. For now, live from the courthouse, Rebecca Turco, 7 News.